I had the bloom from 20 years. I wrote a song about him. Got the bloom.
Man, what the hell?
Ain't got no water. Got the bloom. Well, get that white and water. Ain't got the throat too dry. Well, get that white and water. Got the throat too dry. Oh, no, you ain't gonna get no water. Well, gobble gobble, give me water. Gobble gay. Well, gobble gobble, give me water. Well, I ain't got no water, man. Now I got the blue and my throat too dry.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. That was a Wet Willem. This is the one song he ever recorded. It was called Water Tonight.
You just said the same thing over and over.
It was one of those legendary, like 1800s,
1900s.
wax cylinder records.
Okay, yeah,
like old school,
yeah.
like some business feller going out to
Turn
the
it
Delta.
down to 1911 now and stick it in my can and I'll make $1.20 and
Made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money on Wet Willem. Besides Wet Willem.
Oh, is he one of those guys that just got fucked by the
Yeah, he could never
industry?
afford any water. He had the blues his whole life.
Damn,
Sad
that's
story.
really sad.
Do you want to pick up the morale a little with a joke, you think?
Yeah, I got a joke this time. I didn't write it. It's an old joke, but I like this one. All right, so this guy, right? He needs some time. He needs some time away, and so he decides to move to Scotland, kind of in a remote, isolated part of Scotland, kind of on this island. Just so
in Scotland.
Just an island in
Like
Scotland.
off the coast.
Yeah, just do some reading, whatever. Just get away. And so he's there in solitude, sitting next to the fire, but then he hears a knock at the door. He's like, what the hell? Who could that be? So he goes over, he opens the door, and standing in front of him is this little fucking Scottish guy, this fiery Scottish guy. And he goes, "Aye, you're into the island, are ya?" And the guy's like, I just moved here." And he's like, "Well, I'm having a little get together, a little party. You want to come over then?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't know there was anyone here, but I mean, I suppose I could do that." And he's like, "Well, I mean, you're okay with a little bit of drinking?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I could, I drink a little bit, that's fine." He's like, "Well, what about a little bit of fighting? You gonna fucking fight, are ya?" And the guy's like, "I've been known to fight here or there. I'll try to avoid it, but that's great, Okay. And the guy goes, "All right, but what about a little loving? Can you do a little loving? Like a little kissing? Can you do that?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, I've been known to kiss too. I maybe try to do that a little more in fight. Whatever, that's great." And the guy, and he goes, "Well, what should I wear if I come over?" And the Scottish guy goes, "Oh, it don't matter. It'll just be me and you."
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
Isn't that a pretty good one?
Island joke? Scottish island joke?
Yeah.
That's a traditional.
That's an old one. I'm pretty sure that's a real one.
All right. Well, this one, I came up with this one. So, the other night, I went to a restaurant, and I sit down. The waiter asked me if I want fish fillet. And now I can understand if you have social anxiety or have trouble like verbally processing, like it takes a while. But after 20 seconds of waiting for him to finish his sentence, it started to get awkward. So I interjected with, "Bowl? Yeah, I'll have that." He asked me if I wanted fish fillet, and I thought that I was waiting for him to finish the sentence.
Fish fillet bowl.
So, yeah, I thought that fish filling a bowl wouldn't be too bad. So I decided that I would have that. Fish fillet
bowl. I got it now. That's pretty good. That's a thinker.
Uh-huh. I do have another joke. I won't tell it right now.
Okay, no, you shouldn't tell it right now.
We'll sit on it. How's it going? How you been?
Pretty good. I got a new apartment, so that's
new apartment.
Yeah. I sold my car, and then
sold the convertible.
Yeah, I sold the convertible, and then that guy, I rented his apartment that he had because
shit,
it's the same guy. He gave me $4,000, and then I handed most of the money back to him, and I got an apartment.
Nice.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. How's the apartment? Is it just you?
Yeah, it's just me.
Hell yeah.
And it's big. It's like a 2-bedroom. So.
Damn, what are you doing with all that space, son?
I have a fucking office, dog.
You have an office?
What are you
doing in the office?
It's mostly storing things, but I mean, there's a big closet in the office, but I've got like a desk with like a chair and a goddamn computer there. I got an office.
Are you just to game it?
No,
like a gaming
to do
office?
Like work and stuff. I can read bids or look up, facts on the WebMD and
You do bids?
Yeah, for work that I wanted, side jobs that I might want to do.
Oh, okay.
I work for a guy named Mike. My landlord is a guy named Mike. I almost work for a different guy named Mike. Everybody I know in my life is Mike right now. So,
I worked for a Mike too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Up in Bellingham.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Mike's just owns stuff, I guess.
They've been around.
Jersey Mike's.
Shit.
Mike's Hard.
Mike's Hard Lemonade or Mike's Hardware?
Well, the porn star, Mike is Hard.
That's a guy?
No.
Okay.
It could be.
Maybe.
Never too late. It's legal to change your name.
I'm not going to change. What was it?
Mike.
To Mike?
Yeah.
Then I could just be Mike too.
And you'd be hard
I'd
all
be
the
hard
time.
As fuck.
Mike's Hard.
Mike McConkey is kind of a cool fucking name.
That's not bad. You might want to store that one in the back burner.
Yeah, just leave that for my kid. Give him Mike McConkey.
Set him up for success.
Michael McConkey. That's a name right there. Michael McConkey. God damn. I like that alliteration. Yeah, I like that alliteration. Nice. That's nice.
It's consonant.
Yeah.
It's very good. Set him up to own shit.
Yeah. Or just like live in the woods or something.
Well, you gotta like have stuff. If you're a Mike, you have to have like operations going.
Yeah,
you know
but
what
you can
I mean?
have like stone tools and babies that you stole from
I don't know. That's
towns that you visit.
That's more like Abner or something weird. Aldous.
Aldous? No, I think of Michael.
I don't think of Mike
do that.
as
disappear into the woods.
I don't think of Hermit Mike.
Okay, who was the guy that disappeared into the woods and sent bombs to people through the mail?
That's Ted.
Ted's
a lot more solitary.
You think so?
I think so.
Wow, dude. No.
Compared to Mike. Mike's running the show, man.
No, man. Like if their name was like Travis, I'd be like, that guy's not. That doesn't make any sense.
That he owns something or that he lives in the woods?
That he lives in the woods.
It doesn't make sense that he lives in the woods?
No, a Travis wouldn't live in the woods.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think a Travis is in a frat house drinking beer out of a hat or something,
There was a hooner in at the high school when I was in high school named Travis. And he'd like cut his mufflers out of his cars and have like shitty $300 cars that he'd take to school and just like rev the shit out of them. He would always staple himself, I remember.
Oh, was he that guy?
I had an art class with him, and in this art class, of course, it was fuck off time for an hour. And so him and some other people, we would just fuck off, and he would just staple his arm like all day. And he could like make his eye go lazy. Like he didn't have a lazy eye, but he could control it and like make one of his eyes drift off. Yeah, weird guy. I bought a jewel from him for $90.
Are you fucking joking? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
he got you good.
He did, definitely. I think he was getting got by some 20-year-old that he was buying it from anyway, because he was like a middleman, but that's what he told me at least. Then I mean, hey, I sold it to a girl for like 70. Then
But you vaped most of it anyway, and then you sold it to her.
Well, yeah, you just get the pods. It's rechargeable. But she didn't get to use it very much. She got caught immediately.
Really?
They went to like a football game or something, and she just was doing it all the time at the football game. And well, that wasn't my problem.
Yeah, not your problem. She
Moral
didn't rat you out.
story.
That's nice.
No, yeah, she was cool. She's dead now. Anyway, you got any high school stories?
That part out. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll leave out that.
Yeah, leave out that part.
But you know.
Yeah, I know. Damn. Why do you make it so sad, bro? Why do you always make everything so sad?
Well, Theo Vaughn says that. He's like, he tells a story and then that person's dead.
Yeah, but that's funny because you know that that's not a real person.
It's not? Is he just lying?
Yeah,
is his
dude.
whole shit like fake?
You think that he really was paying someone $3 for picture drawings of boobies when he was...
I don't know, man. He comes from the sticks.
I think he comes across
He's a swamp
like
man.
I think he's a very intelligent
He's
comedian.
the LA swamp man.
Yeah, he's like he's figured it out, but no, ain't no way.
All right.
Ain't no way, brother.
Do you have any real stories?
Do I have any real stories?
Yeah, from high school. High school is a volatile time.
Yeah, it was an awful time.
It's not the...
I literally don't even have any memories of it because I try not to think about it.
You don't?
Yeah, I try not to think about it.
Well, we're bringing it back.
I remember Skewer Kid.
Skewer Kid? Did he
Yeah.
die?
No, he got a skewer in his eyeball. Somebody threw a
I
skewer.
think I remember that.
Yeah.
That happened. I wasn't there. You weren't there, were you?
No, but I knew both of the guy. I knew the guy that was Skewer Kid, and then I knew the guy that was
That's so funny. To
threw
call
the
him
skewer at Skewer Kid. Yeah.
Who did you like more?
The guy that threw the skewer at Skewer
Naturally.
Kid. Yeah, because the other guy was dating a friend of mine, and it was like,
Really?
yeah, you're kind of lame.
How's that shaking out?
What do you mean, since high school?
No, how was it shaking out at the time?
I mean, it lasted a couple months as high school relationships do. You know, I don't really care.
I do know. I had one.
You had one high school
I
relationship?
had one, then I dipped out. Then I'm like, I'm going to just practice guitar now forever.
Is that how you got so good?
Not really. I mean, I was always playing guitar the whole time. But I don't know. It's like a priorities thing. Because like I'm trying to like get pussy. Dude, an unironic thought that I had freshman year was, yeah, I'll probably kill myself if I don't get pussy by the time I'm 16.
That's smart. Yeah, that's a good plan.
That's like a actual
18 would be more
thought
reasonable.
process I had.
Like, I mean, if you're not getting laid by 18, then, you know, that's not real advice.
I got pussy when I was 20
Get the fuck out of here.
and won my whole life.
You really?
Yeah.
20?
Yep. Yeah, I tried to get a lot of pussy in college too, and that went even worse.
Really?
Yeah, man, just Tinder in Seattle.
That's the worst.
That's
thing I could
about as
possibly
that's
think
the
of.
belly of the beast.
Yeah.
That's the dragon's breath, man. That's hell.
Yeah, I never got any good. I think I went on a couple dates, but
Real
they never
bad
stuck.
stuff.
Yeah, then Tinder's a
Real
terrible,
bad
terrible
stuff.
place.
Then you get into black pill. You start maxing. You start being a freak.
Don't ever say that around me ever fucking again. What did you just say?
I wasn't telling you to start doing it. I was just saying that's the pipeline.
Disgusting.
That's
I can't
how
believe that's even a word in the English language.
What, looks maxing?
That's disgusting.
It's here to stay. I'm sorry.
We've gone backwards. Weren't we going the other way?
What was the other way?
Like, you know, everybody's beautiful. Everything's okay. You know, like except everybody. And now.
Oh yeah, the whole body.
Everybody's
positivity
equal
thing.
too. Like, you know, men and women.
Well,
are
I mean,
equal, and there's like and then now I feel like we're kind of going backwards now. Everything's reversing in the other direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is that it is getting like culturally stricken down. Like any like looks maxing guy thing you see nowadays is like clavicular overdosing on meth, or a looks maxer guy getting like beat up by a jiu-jitsu blue belt, or things like that, where like the whole veil is getting shattered, and Because the actual substance of the idea, while it does have a kind of glimmer of truth in the fact that, looks matter to a degree socially, even outside of just like sexual, the sex market. But like in, I don't know, in employment and whatnot. But just looks maxing, like min-maxing it. That's what an insane person does. Not that you shouldn't take care of yourself, but just worshiping that as its own thing, just worshiping looks. You're gonna get fucked up. And I think that clavicular is a very good example as the because he's like the figurehead. He's the guy into which the entire idea is. He's the paragon of the looks maxing idea, and don't ask me why or how. That's just what it's shaped up to be, right? Like you think looks maxing, you think of a guy who does that, and you just think of clavicular, just because he's the most famous. He gathered the most traction, and I mean he's dying from drugs, and his whole body doesn't work. He's probably gonna die in like 3 years.
But it'll look really good.
He looks fine. Fine.
That's how you do that. You just don't get old. Because you always get worse looking.
Was Kurt Cobain the highest tier looks maxer?
Yeah, because he did drugs
27
and
Club.
killed himself. Yeah,
that's
perfect. He was he'll always be beautiful forever because
True.
he never got to be ugly.
True. I've never seen him look old.
Wow, that's brilliant. See, that's why you don't do that. But I know that I'm kind of stating the obvious. No, we were doing a good job.
Well, they'd call that rope maxing, where you just kill yourself.
That was good.
I didn't come up with that. That's already a thing.
That's a thing?
Yeah, that's part
Get
of
the fuck out of here.
parlance.
I was going to tell you to write that down because that was such a good joke.
That's not. That's real.
God damn it. I hate it. I hate everything.
Well, you don't like it now that someone else came up with it? I guess it's because they say it seriously. It's like an actual part of, like, you're never gonna make it. Your frame is just too weak. You should just go rope max.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
But maybe that's the real. I guess that's the real solution. If looking good is the highest value to you, but it shouldn't be, as everyone knows, and that's basically the recap of looks maxing.
Well, it made me very depressed. You were very good at that.
At what?
You're making me very sad all the time about everything.
Well, hey, I mean, I didn't come up with it.
With your
I didn't make it famous, man.
No, I mean
that's just what's going on.
Yeah, looks maxing.
Sorry, what were we talking about? What? How did that come up?
I don't remember. I think he just brought up looks maxing. Looks maxing. Yeah, and then I mean, even outside of that. I feel like there's a lot of plastic surgery going on. Did we already talk about this?
Plastic surgery? I don't think so.
It's insane, all the plastic surgery going on in the Hollywoods and the whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't seen that? You see Jim Carrey? Was that real or not? Somebody comment
Jim
down
Carrey
below
clone?
if
Jim
that
Carrey
was real.
Doppelganger? Skinwalker?
Yeah, like what the hell was with that, man? That was fucking crazy.
Maybe he's wearing a mask. It's like a bit.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
He's back into like his Andy
on.
Kaufman thing, and he's trying to do really complex bits.
And he's making fun of the industry or something.
Well, if Jim Carrey is still alive, I wish him the best. He's a bit of an oddball and seems kind of whiny, if I'm going to be honest. Just his, his whole deal now. But you can't take away that he's extremely physically funny. And he's going to go down as one of the great actors of our time. And for all of the whatever's going on with his eyes and cheeks, I hope that gets sorted out.
Yeah, I hope he gets cured. Find a cure for Jim Carrey.
His body was perfect. He didn't need to look smacks at all.
No, he could just like fucking Larry David out and not Larry David.
Well, he just had the look.
Yeah, no, Larry David. Yeah, you could just Larry David out and just fucking get old and regular looking and just die.
I don't think
like
I've
a
ever
man.
seen Larry David young.
That's a good. I can't think of a time when he was ever young. He kind of always looked like that.
Yeah, I never.
And he just worked with that, and he did great. He's probably more rich than who are we talking about?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Well, no, yeah, dude. Seinfeld. Are you kidding me? Seinfeld
True. Royalties.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been making money for 30 years.
Consistent. They call that mailbox money.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's a musician
50 term.
When did Seinfeld start? That was in the 80s?
Couldn't tell you. I think it was the 80s.
So like
maybe
40 years ago?
Late 80s.
He's just been making bank for 40 years?
Yeah. Was he a
Holy
writer?
shit.
Did he produce it? Did he create the show?
Seinfeld? It was like him and Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
Made Seinfeld.
All right.
And then he went on to do his own show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Uh-huh. I haven't seen much of either of those.
Wow.
I mean, Seinfeld's a big parents show.
Yeah,
you know,
I've only seen a few episodes. I know the references, so I can talk to old people. You got to know the references to talk to old people.
So you can get a job?
So I can be friendly with people, you know?
True.
Make small talk. Because it's really hard for young people to connect with old people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you understand their references and, like, reciprocate and try
well,
to
if
offer
you
those...
if you know some the band songs,
yeah,
or you know some like bluegrass songs,
you like Zeppelin, dude? You say that, and they're like, "Yeah, I like Zeppelin." You like Creedence, and then you go, "Sure, man, that's all
easy."
Yeah.
What if you hit him with ELP? Is that too niche?
ELP?
Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Oh, yeah. I listened. I knew a lady that was really into them. And yeah, I did, but I never listened.
It's maybe a little more rare.
That's a little.
They're pretty
rare.
good.
Yeah, but you just hit the general. I mean, I do like old music. It's not a lie. I'm not lying when I say.
No,
that.
yeah, of course.
But
That's
it's
a good.
like-
It's a strategy.
Strategy, sure.
It's just a tactic
It's
to
nice
make
to be
people
able
like
to
you
connect
more.
with people.
Definitely.
You want to be able to connect with people. It's hard.
Yeah, Zeppelin's a good move.
Music is always a good move. But I never did sports. If I really wanted to do it, I would do sports because you can talk to anybody at any age about sports. That's
About
what
the
most
sports
guys-
that are going on right now.
or at any time. I mean, if you know a lot about baseball and you're like, well, yeah, I heard about that Mickey guy in 1972. I don't know a damn thing about it. Jackie, that was way back when.
That's a black guy.
That was a black guy.
That's
What would he sound like, Max?
Hey, man.
Hey, man!
That's all I got.
That's awesome.
As far as Jackie Robinson goes.
Hey, man, where's the ball?
Hey, where'd the ball go? That's funny.
Where'd that sit? Yeah, that'd be
Jackie Robinson, but he doesn't know how to play baseball. He doesn't know where the ball is. The
good. Man, what the hell that
pitcher's
stick for?
He's like a baby. He doesn't have object permanence. The pitcher is just like taking the ball in and out of his pitch.
Hey, man, where'd that ball go? You didn't know that shit. Oh, there it is!
Wait, where'd it go?
Oh, man.
Damn. And the pitcher was extremely racist, so he kept doing it until Jackie Robinson got disqualified.
Jackie Robinson got disqualified?
Yeah. Well, because he's black.
In the movie, I remember there was this nasty German guy, I think. Mm-hmm. I think he was German. Maybe he was Russian. And then he hit him in the face with the baseball.
Really?
So anyway, my point is I watched the movie, so I'm not...
You did watch what happened in the movie. Can I get a synopsis?
Fuck. No, I just remember that one part, him getting hit in the face, but then he's cool. He gets up. He doesn't get angry. And that's like the point of the scene is he's like, I'm going to...
That's just what it's like.
He's like, man, it's all about the baseball.
Wait, where is it?
Wait, where'd that shit go? Oh, man.
It's all about the baseball. Man, that's pretty good.
Yo, we got that. Yeah, we got that down.
We got Jackie Robinson, but he's like a baby. He's probably had a pretty hard life.
Yeah, dude, being black and when was he? What, 40s? In the 40s? 50s?
Confidently 40s.
Confidently 45.
Listen, you do the correction.
1947.
1983.
19. Yeah, they didn't let black people into baseball until 1983. In Alabama, maybe.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't remember.
And like the colleges, I don't know.
And the colleges too. Yeah,
up there in those real colleges in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
What are they studying in Arizona? Gourds?
Gourds, pots, cactuses, and cacti.
Well, that's the same thing, except one of them's not a word.
Cactuses and cacti?
it's just cacti.
No, I believe that I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do say fishes and fish.
Because fishes
as
is
plural.
multiple species.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but then I'm like, that doesn't work if it's like...
Doesn't quite apply
If it's like the Latin thing, I think
it's
just doesn't really...
Does it apply to like deer though?
Yeah, no, that was the example that Neil deGrasse Tyson gave.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like there's...
Full circle.
If you're just talking about white-tailed deer, then you say that the deer over there. But if there's like two different species, then you could say deers.
Right on. We're gonna go hunt for some deers.
Isn't that cool, man?
What kind?
Wow. We got whitetail, we got blacktail. You want to go hunting for deer? I would do that.
I would totally go deer hunting.
Would we have to get a guide or something? Do you know a guy?
Maybe. Well, actually, my sister's friend's boyfriend
below. Really?
goes hunting.
No,
I haven't shot the shit with him though.
Wait, who say it again?
My sister's friend's boyfriend.
Sister's friend's boyfriend.
And he's like a regular style guy. He's like he works construction, goes fishing, goes hunting, drinks.
I got a salmon.
Probably listens to like Barstool Sports podcasts and stuff.
Touchdown.
Probably gambles on sports.
Oh hell, there goes all my paycheck.
Yeah, come on guys.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't go get
I know it looks fun, and they look like they're like mobile games, and you can use code Rogan to get $200 bonus bets with an initial payment of $50 that expires in 1 month. But
that's a pretty good deal. I think I might.
It's like free money. Dude. And anyway, Joe Rogan's telling me to do it, and that guy's like knows what's up. He's like woke to what's going on. He sees through the matrix.
Dude, he fucking sees like it is, bro. When he sees a pair of tits, he goes, nice.
He says,
that's what I do, bro. He goes, oh, God. Yeah.
That is basically his comedy act. I saw him at the Tacoma Dome.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I saw him, and it was Dave Chappelle who opened for him, and Donnell Rawlings, who's a Dave Chappelle's friend and some bitch who I couldn't understand what the words she was saying. Because to the listener, you can't fucking hear anything in the Tacoma Dome. It's probably the worst live music venue you can imagine because it's a big fucking dome and all of the frequencies get jumbled up. There's no direction to them and it's completely muddy and shitty. I've seen Tool there and very disappointing sound quality because, Tool's known for their distinctive bass tone and the fact that the bass and the guitar kind of do a counterpoint, a very sophisticated organization of riffs, and that's something that's very gratifying to listen to, especially when you're in the nosebleed section and there isn't even a pit to go to because they're 50-year-old guys playing the greatest hits and cashing in on their success in the 90s and 2000s. It doesn't make for a very gratifying listening experience, the Tacoma Dome, when all the frequencies get fucked up. For some reason, though, I could totally understand the stand-up comics. Tool's my favorite band, by the way. I'd like that on record. I've probably said that before. But I went with my grandma.
You went with your... Get the fuck out.
To the comedy show.
Tool...
No, not Tool.
Not Tool.
No.
You're saying you saw Tool at the same event, but it was...
At the same venue.
Same venue.
Yeah.
Not event.
No, we went to the comedy show. And, because she liked Dave Chappelle a lot.
Yeah.
So... Yeah. And I was listening to a ton of Rogan. Listen, man, I was in high school.
No,
smoked
it's okay.
weed. I don't need to...
Guys,
to every guy, you don't need to justify listening to Rogan. It's just what you do.
It just happens.
It's just how it goes, man. It's chill.
Sometimes you argue, he's not so bad. Sometimes he has good ideas.
Listen, every guy's got to apologize for Rogan.
Yeah. Once in their life, every guy has to apologize for Rogan.
Listen, he's just asking questions.
I mean, it's I know the guy was like an anti-vaxxer, but I mean, it's at least he's giving a voice to everybody.
He literally hears both sides.
Literally, dude. And he kind of was disagreeing with him a couple times. So
he asked him some questions. He asked him a couple questions. It's fine.
I'd say only let him interrupt him like 80% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not a full 100.
Yes.
So he got some words.
He laid down the law.
Yeah, he let him know.
He laid it down.
In between him sipping scotch and sucking on a fucking fat cigar.
He does like the cigars.
He loves the cigars.
Big on cigars. I don't know. If I was super rich, I'd probably be into cigars. I don't know. I kind of like the pipe, though.
Really?
Yeah, I like the pipe a lot.
This is going to fall because...
You wouldn't just vape if you got rich. Come on.
I would vape because it's really convenient.
Come on.
It's really convenient, dude.
But you're a rich guy. You're not stressed, right? You can just enjoy aesthetic experiences all day. That's not how it
works, bro. It would be like that for like about 6 months.
Before what?
If you get used to it. And you'd be like doing the same shit that you've always do. You kind of fall back into the same. That's my theory, at least. Maybe we've had this conversation before.
Yes,
we've had exactly I think the same words in the same places. Like we're robots.
Well, okay, we're rogobots.
Rogo.
We're
rogo.
Listen,
robots.
Google gobble Rogan. We have to follow in the footsteps of giants, and we have to establish a podcasting canon. Basically, is what we're doing. We're establishing a tradition, and of course the roots go all the way back to Tom Green was the first internet podcaster. Joe Rogan will tell you that. I learned that from listening to Joe Rogan.
Whoa, dude.
Tom Green shows, all right. He did a lot of Skype calls. He had Norm on a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He had Joe Rogan on a couple times. Howard Stern's probably the real flash in the pan moment. Lightning rod.
Is that a
moment.
podcast?
It doesn't really count as a podcast is the thing. It's like proto-punk. It's like when the Kinks did You Really Got Me and slashed their speakers to get an overdrive sound to like kickstart rock and roll, but you wouldn't really call it rock and roll. Or like calling Black Sabbath heavy metal. It's like proto-heavy metal. Howard Stern is like proto podcasting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The attitude and the format was sort of already there. I don't know much further back from that because talk radio's been around a long time, but it was sort of just political, I guess. Like I don't know, Rush Limbaugh. Do you know anything about Rush Limbaugh? I don't know anything about Rush Limbaugh.
I don't know a goddamn thing about the guy.
I know he's a pundit. And he was on the radio. And that's about all I have on Rush Limbaugh. But maybe that's the next step back. Point being, though, we're at the cutting edge of podcasting right now. We are in the sphere. And we are the chariot. Imagine this, if you will. It's a desolate war zone. And it's filled with toddlers. And these toddlers are the Rogo Splinter podcast sects. Okay? You know who I'm talking about. The Asian guy, Crystalia,
yeah.
Brendan. We gotta love Brendan Schaub.
Is he still in the business?
I think he's still in the business. What the fuck else is he gonna do?
Fight.
His
he was bad at that.
His whole self doesn't work. Not trying to start beef or anything. You got Theo, who I just learned is a total fraud. From
I mean he's just telling jokes.
Allegations.
Well, it's like Norm Macdonald. He's telling jokes, dude. He's not real. He ain't real. None of it's real. Nothing's real, Max.
Nothing's real.
Nothing is real that you see ever. Half of it is AI.
That's kind of
and then
true.
half of the half that isn't AI is staged. And then, the half of the other half is like...
Well, see, this is...
something else.
This is baby playtime right here.
Your baby playtime, bitch. What?
No, we're not. My point being, we are a chariot.
Oh, okay, we're the chariot.
And we have I think it was the Persians that started doing this. They had chariots, and they would have like rotating like tri-blades that would be like 3 swords placed against each other, and they'd attach it to the wheel, and they'd go through a battle and mow down crowds of soldiers. And that's what this podcast is. Sweeping through a battleground of toddlers who are your, who else do I have? Joey Diaz. Is he still around?
Yeah, he's doing a thing. I think he's mostly retired, though.
Danny Brown?
I don't know what Danny Brown...
Podcaster Danny Brown?
What does he do?
Well, he did cutting-edge hip-hop that was, like, actually good for, like, the first 20 years of his career. And then he went on Joe Rogan, I think. And Joe Rogan was like, "You're funny, man. You should start a podcast." And so he did, and now he's a podcaster. He hangs out with Tom Segura, another toddler who we are...
I fucking hate that guy, TBH, honest.
First name on Ian's kill list.
No, I wouldn't.
We've been waiting a couple episodes. You wouldn't kill him.
No, never mind.
And I'm not even gonna, as a courtesy, I won't add Tom Segura to my list. You don't like Tom Segura, though.
I dislike him. Yeah, I dislike him. I think he's kind of annoying and full of himself and rich prick, and I mean they all are.
Can you get specific?
You just watch him talk, and he's so fucking. And I think he makes up shit too. I think he makes up shit about his kids. I think they all are making up stories all the time because how could somebody constantly have just a stream of interesting stories to tell that are just like ridiculous all the time? I think
some people are good at telling stories.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't trust it.
I'm not great at telling stories.
Wow, I keep thinking that you're out of wick, and then the wick just keeps coming.
No, it's because the contraption gets clogged up or it stops working, and I have to fuck around with it until I find a specific angle to twist the wick lever until it actually works. It looks like it's working decently now, though. Get a good flame going.
It's gonna blow up, Max.
It's not gonna blow up.
It's gonna detonate, Max.
It's gonna get really hot up here and maybe catch the shed on fire.
The glass is gonna blow up, and it's
the glass isn't gonna blow up. It's Chinese. They're really good at tempering glass in China. What was that?
Some Chinese that I know.
What does that mean?
The listeners will know. They'll understand.
I'll run it through Translate.
Translate's bullshit.
Yeah, we really gotta stop needing so much editing, cause it's getting difficult, and I procrastinate it pretty hard.
It's tough out there. How many jobs do you have?
I just have
6?
2.
Oh, 2?
Well, yeah, pretty much. And I mean, hey, man, I help out. Yeah. I help people that need help. Dog.
And you got to take care of your home. I mean, you got to cook and clean.
I do have to cook. I'm the cook. Hey, I'm the cook around here. I've been making bratwurst. Yo. Bratwurst with onions and garlic. You boil it in butter for 20 minutes before you even put the brats in. You get some mustard seeds in there. Yo, boil that shit in grease. You stick the brats in. You wait an hour on low. You put some cabbage in a half an hour away. It's pretty good. Fucks your breath.
Who needs it?
You're gonna need to hit the toothbrush. Yo, you mind if I hit your toothbrush?
Dude, I'd let anybody hit my toothbrush. I don't give a shit.
You really would?
No, I don't fucking
That's
care.
insane.
Me and Tori share toothbrushes. We don't know which one is which. We just grab whatever toothbrush is in front of us.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, I don't think it matters.
Do you just have identical toothbrushes?
We just don't remember. I just don't remember if it's if mine's green or not. In the past, we've gotten toothbrushes that are very similar in color. One's a slightly lighter purple than the other one, and then one's a slightly darker purple than that. And then
you just grew the habit?
Yeah, we just whatever. We just don't care.
That's pretty funny.
I really don't think it matters all that much. I mean, my mouth is probably just as dirty as anybody else's mouth. You know, it's not like I'm letting like a crazy schizophrenic homeless guy. Not a lot. I bought some hot dogs today. Did you know that they finally figured out that they got to put the same number of hot dogs in the package as the buns? I got 8 hot dogs and 8 hot dog buns today.
Has that been a problem?
Yeah, they used to do like 6 and 5, or they would do like they do some weird shit, and you could never get the right amount, or like 7 and 8. They would do like some weird bullshit to fuck with you. So you'd have to buy multiples to find the, you know.
I just remember that in like s'mores, because you buy a bag of marshmallows, and that's your marshmallows for the next like 3 years. Because I mean, how often are the occasions where you're having marshmallows, and then you buy like 8 bars of chocolate? That's like 8 s'mores.
That's crazy.
It's like, I don't know, maybe 4 s'mores per bar. Is that how many s'mores you get per bar?
Yeah, I'd say so. You could probably split it up even further. Isn't there like how many?
I use
1,
3
2, 3,
small
4,
sections.
and then how many?
It's
down
4
is it?
by 3.
It's not 4 by 3, is it?
I think it is.
I'm thinking of the big one then. They always get the big one.
I never get that's just the regular standard
God damn,
size.
I want some fucking s'mores,
Hershey's.
bro.
I had some s'mores. I went to a pagan party.
Where is that?
It was at my sister's friend's place out here. Not out here. It was more in toward Bremerton.
Wow.
And yeah, it was all right. I know a couple guys there that jam, so we jammed on some tunes. It was a little weird. There's this guy who's a programmer, and he made an app that just dredges all of like Ultimate Guitar and E-Chords, like chord chart websites, and it dredges all of them, and then it like strips all of the data from it, and then presents and formats it. So it's just like, it's like a chord chart app that just steals everything from Ultimate Guitar.
Brilliant.
And he was really proud of it, and he kind of tried to make the whole jam session about his app.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
and it
weird.
had he put in a randomize button, and every time we would finish a song, as we were like, you know, like when you end a song, there's like a sublime moment, the silence, like right after it's finished, where everyone's just drinking in the like beauty that you just created. He would immediately cut through that and hit the random button, and I'd be like, all right, let's do the next song. Dude, we could just do this forever. Isn't this app so cool? And that rubbed me the wrong way. And he was drinking Everclear.
Whoa.
He brought a bottle of Everclear
Jesus
to
Christ.
drink it.
Straight?
With water.
Oh, he watered it down?
Yeah, he just put water in it.
That's fucking disgusting, bro.
I thought that was, I don't know what to think about that, because, I mean, I'm not much of a,
oh my God.
I'm not into the world of party drinking.
That's
so
fucking
I just had
gross, dude.
like 4 light beers over the night.
I mean, I drink the Wild Turkey, you know, and that's pretty high. I've gotten fucked up on that, but I mean, Everclear is just like practically a cleaning product. I don't even know how people drink that shit.
He did convince me to try some. It just gets hot. There's no taste. It just gets hot in your mouth.
That's fucking terrible, man. It's just cell death.
So that's probably the most notable part of that party. I got my car boxed in, and I had to work the next morning at 6:30, and I was like maybe 40 minutes out. So I had to get a ride and then bug my girlfriend to get her up early in the morning to give me a ride. And then
You didn't just ask them to move their cars?
No, because it was like I put it off, so it was like 11, and everyone was already everyone was already partying, and there was
you just go in there and ask. Next time I'll help you out with that.
All right.
Actually,
you'll just hotwire all of their cars.
No, here's what you do: is you get into your car and you just lay on the horn until everybody comes out to see what's going on, and then you go, "Whose fucking car is behind me?" And they go, "Oh, it's mine," and then they move.
Damn. I feel like I would get vibed kind of hard.
You don't
if I
fucking...
did
Is
that.
it your friends or just some random people that you just met?
They're a group that I roll with to a degree.
Well, then they'd love it.
I mean,
They'd be
they're
like,
not
wow,
my-
Max is so quirky. What a quirky thing to do.
Don't think that would be.
Do you want some more advice? Do you want some more
opinion.
driving advice?
Driving advice?
Yeah, if you're ever behind a slow driver, just get up real close behind them and flash your brights at them and like give them little courtesy honks, and they'll pull over. Yeah, like honk, 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 and then they'll pull over because they'll think something's wrong with their car, and then you can pass them safely. Isn't that a pretty good idea?
I don't know how to do a courtesy honk.
Okay, well, like an angry honk is like, man, you hold it down. But a courtesy honk is like you kind of tap
Just
it.
little blips.
Like you're doing Morse code on the honker.
Okay.
You know.
What do you spell?
You could do SOS would be smart. If
Damn, you could have
know.
said something really funny.
Boobs.
Said S. There you go. That's funny. How do you spell boobs in Morse code?
I have no idea.
You gotta just hit it confidently.
Oh, okay.
Just...
That's probably it. No,
that
S
was
is not
boobs.
that. It'd be 3 long, I think.
All right.
Yeah, 3 long, 3 short.
I'll take your word.
SOS.
I'll take your word on
Most
that
of boobs is SOS. Really, you could
True.
learn SOS first, and then you could learn boobs, and all you'd have to learn is B.
Structured learning.
Yeah, I could teach Morse code if I learned Morse code.
That's one of the few memories I have of my grandfather on my dad's side.
Learning Morse kid.
Yeah, because he was really into ham radio. And he I don't know, I was spending a week at their place for some reason when I was a little ass kid. And he took me into his ham radio layer to and he got excited about it. It's the only time I'd ever seen him excited because he was always really stoic. And the only thing I ever actually remember him saying was, "Hello, Max." That's the only thing I ever remember him saying. But he took me into the ham radio layer, and he put on the radio, and he was like, "There's real people there listening to you and putting out their own messages. Isn't that cool? Wouldn't you like to learn how to do that?" And he had a old 90s computer, or maybe even older, that he had a program where you learn is like a game where you learn Morse code. And although I didn't get I don't think I got more than 4 letters in.
Damn.
I gave it a good run though. I mean, I spent basically the whole day doing that.
Wow.
But I got distracted, and I preferred playing the handheld arcade game Galaxian.
Well, I mean, come on, it's called fucking Galaxian.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know those the mini arcade machines? They're less than a foot tall. They look like an arcade machine, but they're just really tiny. They're very cool. There's a bunch of them, but I just remember playing Galaxian. It's one of those Space Invaders type games. It's very fun if you're a 7-year-old at your grandparents' house for an entire week and you've already watched Neverending Story 3 times. Mm-hmm. You don't really have much else to do. You don't know how to play backgammon. But you got the arcade game. I think it was my dad's from when he was a kid, in the 80s. I think I still have that arcade machine somewhere. I think it's at my mom's house. But I've been cleaning out their house because my mom's moving out, selling the house.
Where's she going? Oh,
they don't know yet.
Yeah, you can't tell me anyway.
I couldn't. But yeah, they haven't picked a place. But I've just been getting all this swag lately. We got an exercise bike.
Oh, shit.
My lady's been worried about finding time to exercise. Now she's got a fucking exercise bike in her studio. She can do it whenever the hell she wants to. Got a bunch of cameras. Got a real nice camera. Got
security camera or taking pictures camera?
A picture camera. It does record video, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
It only records half an hour at a time. It doesn't matter how big the SD card is.
Why would they make it like that?
Couldn't tell you. I mean, it was I think the video feature was more of a
Gimmick.
yeah, like an add-on.
Yeah, that wasn't the point.
But I mean, it takes good pictures. It's digital, so it like does focus and everything for you. Yeah, a bunch of swag. All I have to do now is clean out the entire garage. I spent a day clearing out the ceiling. Mm-hmm. That was fun. Crawling around. I don't think it was built very well, and I was worried that it would collapse a couple times. But I made it.
No, you did it. That's what you got to do.
Very, very spiderful.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time of year. Man, how beautiful is it out nowadays? My word.
Like today?
Really... Today was alright.
It was pretty good. It's going to be fucking nice tomorrow, dude.
Tomorrow? I thought it was...
going to be nice, dude.
I thought was it
fucking
Tuesday?
Was it Tuesday?
Tuesday's high of 77 is what my phone said.
I'm fact checking that.
You're fact check. You're supposed to just
bullshit.
You're supposed to just get back to
Damn, he's fucking exactly right.
I looked at this.
Bro, he's
today.
exactly right. But it's
not
not gonna be sunny. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow.
Is it gonna be sunny tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be hot as fuck tomorrow. It's gonna be so fucking hot.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
What's it gonna get to tomorrow?
It says 67, but if it's actually sunny, dude, it's gonna be way hotter than 67.
Man, I love talking about the weather.
Bro, I love talking about the weather.
Yeah.
This is my thing, dude. I'll be talking to an older fella and they'd be like, man, it was raining yesterday and now today it's sunny. I'll go, listen to this. I'll go, that's Washington weather for you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll hit that every time, bro.
Don't know what to think,
They're
man.
like, what? How did you come up with that? That is true. It is like the weather here in Washington is strange. You know that everybody says that about their hometown, though? Yeah, it's kind of lame. It's kind of just weather is weird, I think, is the takeaway.
It's unpredictable, uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Damn, if only you could control the weather. That'd be sweet. Just saying. One of my coworkers is autistic, and that's the only thing he ever says to me is, like, commenting on the weather. Really? He'll say good morning, like, 5 times. He's good. He's a good guy.
He's trying his best, man. Everyone's trying their best, dude.
Did I break? I think I broke this lantern. Or maybe I'm just out of wind.
Do you have a shotgun?
A shotgun? No.
Yeah, we could, like, skeet shoot it.
I would like a shotgun.
Damn, I could have sold you a nice hunting shotgun.
You had one of these?
Yeah, but I sold it for money so I can pay off my debts.
Oh, debt.
Yeah.
I have a lot of student loan debt.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just compounding really hard. It wasn't a lot of it, but I don't know. It's just a text I ignore every week.
Jesus.
So
Max.
it's not it hasn't been much of a problem so far.
I thought the tribe paid for it.
Yeah, except for one semester where I dropped the ball. But we got there. Listen, I have the degree. That's what's important, is that I have a music degree. And no one can take that away from me. I think they hit you when taxes come. I think that's the strategy. I think with regular debt to like corporate entities, you can just fuck them off forever. And then eventually they sell your debt to like some Indian company, and then you just get an Indian guy calling you meanly every once in a while. I think that's how corporate debt goes.
Yeah, but college debt is different.
Federal loans are a little different.
You can't declare bankruptcy and get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess I'm just hoping for
and it fucks your credit.
A Democrat president. I'm not sold on having good credit. Can you sell me on having good credit?
Yeah. Yeah, I can sell you on that.
It's like buying a house?
Yeah, so if you want to make a lot of money, what you do is first you get a lot of money. And you either have to work for it or you have to be given it. A lot of times people are given money. But let's say you have like $1 million, right?
Okay.
And you want to buy a house. And a house is kind of like an investment, you know?
Okay. Can I just buy the house straight up, though, with $1 million?
You would think, right? You buy the house straight up, And, it goes up in value over just so many years. And maybe if you have the house for 40 years, it'll go up in value. And you can sell it and make a large profit. Maybe it'll even double in value. Who knows? But if you instead, even though you have $1 million, instead of spending $1 million in a house, you take a loan out and you have good credit, which means you can get a good interest rate on your loan. You buy your house, and then you take the money that you didn't spend on the house and you put it in the stock market.
Okay.
And, you can make anywhere from 8 to 10% in the stock market, depending on how you trade it and what you do. So that makes way more money off of compound interest than you ever would have done with just investing in a house. Investing in a house is important. It's better than throwing away your money in rent. But then...
You're saying spend less initially...
Yes,
by getting
so
a loan.
That you're doubling, because now you've invested in the house, which is going to increase in equity, and then you've also invested in the stock market, so you're going to gain interest in the stock market, so you're doing double. You're just
what if I just, I kind of just want to own stuff, though. I don't really want to be on the hook for things that I have.
But the point is that you want good
It's like money
credit
now is worth
because
more,
then you get the
or an
interest.
asset now
You
is
get the
worth
interest
more.
rate lower that you're paying on your house. You end up paying less on your house over time, and then overall you make way more money.
Okay.
So that's the idea.
But I need
also,
good
if you
credit.
wanted to rent an apartment that's decent, I got really lucky. But I would have needed good credit.
Unless you
really
know a guy.
Unless you know a guy, and I just found a guy that I knew all of a sudden, and then I found a place. But
can I just be here's my renting history? I've been on time with rent for my whole life. I'm good here.
I think you can always find people to make deals with, but generally, if they're already asking for renter history, they're probably going to be they're going to be doing a credit check.
Okay.
And they generally want it to be 640 or more, or was it 680?
No way.
I can't remember.
That's insane.
It's pretty high. It's not great.
Huh.
But
Seems more and more giant every day.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got this place all right.
Did you sign?
Yeah.
And they checked your credit?
I'm not the primary tenant or nothing.
Okay. Whose credit did they check?
I don't know.
Did they check anybody's credit?
Maybe.
You weren't involved in that process.
Listen,
I'm
just the guy.
You're just the fella, dude.
I'm
You're the
just
breadwinner.
the guy.
Come on, man. All right.
I gotta make $2,000 a month.
That's it?
I said this last time that I'm making $2,000 a month.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I didn't say it last time, but
What
that's where I'm at
What do you do on the
now.
weekends? Do you do anything on the weekends?
On the weekends, I'm working. My weekend is Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, bummer.
And I have a student on Wednesday. But I'm at half the students I could have, I think, just as far as my capacity to actually be able to schedule that and hold that many students at a time without dying. And also my price is really low right now. I'm just charging $50 for a lesson when I think every other music teacher charges at least $80 around here, especially here. But they got the guild around here though, and
I don't know. You start at 60, and then you get a strong base, and then you raise your prices.
Yeah, I think I'm at the point where I should probably be raising my price.
Do you advertise anywhere?
Yeah, I advertise on Facebook.
No, that's a good place. That's a good start.
Facebook is where I've gotten the most for prospective music teachers around here. The recommendation is Facebook. I think I've got most of my current clients through that. And you just follow all of your parents' friends. So, I mean, this is coming from a place of privilege. But follow all of your parents' friends and then put out ads. And make sure that it's set to public so that all of your parents' friends can share your post. Then just tap on your email refresh button and it'll work out. I put up posters though as well.
How'd that work out?
Decent. I've got a couple hits.
Really?
Yeah. I've gotten maybe 4 or 5 hits off of posters. I do ask them where they heard of me. But yeah, and some of them kind of fizzle out from scheduling. But once I get the student in, I mean, I make sure they have fun playing the instrument. I mean, that's the thing, is that I've got a lot of students who started with a teacher and they fell off because it's mostly like old people teaching music now around here, and they'll just teach like right out of a book, and then the student will be faced with a technique or something that they can't reckon with, or they can't like get a grasp on, and the teacher will be inflexible, and just like they'll just be stuck on that, like like a puzzle that you can't solve in a game to progress. And how many times have you quit a video game because of just some boring puzzle that you couldn't get past? It's like that, I think. And so I just try to avoid that like the plague, and get the student to figure out what the student can pick up technically, and just build from there. A lot of students have trouble even just getting a single note out on guitar. So you gotta figure out, and you have to figure out a way to make that engaging for the student. Because the first student I had, she had trouble getting a note to ring out, and I said, "Oh, well, here's a very simple exercise you can do. Just try playing a single fret with all 4 of your different fingers, and try and make it as clear as possible." That was a bad idea to give that as homework to the student. They come back, they didn't practice. You know why they didn't practice? Because that's just boring.
Yeah,
They're just playing a single note with a different finger. But how about I say this? All right, well, how about you actually pick 4 notes, and you get to choose which fret you get to be on. And I want you to write it down, and I want you to give it a title, and that's your song that you came up with.
Damn,
and then
that works?
And it totally worked.
Fuck.
The student gets really excited at because I mean, you're a kid. How much control do you really have? I mean, everywhere you go, you're like, what you eat is getting decided for you. Your behavior is judged all the time. I mean, your whole schedule basically is decided by by whoever's in charge of you. So I mean, you give a student an instrument and tell them that they can do whatever they want with it.
Kind of gets exciting. You don't give them sheet music.
Yeah,
It's like, write a song, man.
If they want to learn to read music, they're totally welcome to. I can totally help them do that. But we're not going to be playing hot crust buns out here. Not going to be playing anything like that. Unless you want to. Hey, I like hot cross buns.
I think it goes hard, dude. I always try to play that on every instrument.
Nice.
And Smoke on the Water.
Naturally. You need the major, the minor. Dark side and the light side.
Yeah, it's hard to do on like a... I couldn't think of any instrument.
Bassoon.
A bassoon. That was the first one that also came to my mind.
It's probably not that hard to do on anything.
No, I think I can pretty much do it on anything.
It's just like pentatonic.
Yeah, I was trying to think of an instrument that I wasn't able to play that song on, and I can't think of one.
Probably a bugle.
A bugle?
Yeah.
What is a bugle?
It's a trumpet, but it doesn't have any valves. So to make a noise with a horn, you buzz your lips.
Right.
And it goes through, and it makes a certain noise into the instrument. And the instrument is basically just a long tube that is tuned a certain way. So I don't know exactly what trumpets are tuned to. I think they're tuned to multiple different things. But a bugle is just one single tube. And then the way the innovation or the thing about the trumpet or most brass instruments with buttons is that the buttons open valves that change the length of the metal chamber that you're blowing into. So it produces a different set of notes and harmonics. You have to have a very strong understanding of the harmonic series if you want to be a trumpet player. I think. I haven't actually played trumpet at all.
You played that saxophone, clarinet kind of looking thing.
I play the saxophone. It's very different, though.
Because that's a woodwind.
It's a reed. Single reed. I've never played a double reed either. That's like bassoon, oboe type shit. Never played a brass instrument as well.
Strings and percussion, that's your thing.
Pretty much. I don't know. I haven't really played a flute.
What is that? What is a flute?
A flute? What do you mean, what is a flute?
Is it a woodwind or is it a brass?
It's a woodwind.
It is?
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have a wreath?
Yes. But that's just what they call it. I mean, a whistle is a woodwind. But it's kind of it's a little arbitrary. I'd prefer organizing instruments in a different way.
What way would you organize your instruments?
I'm working on that.
Oh, really? You're coming up with a new method?
I don't know if I should promise it next week. I haven't even edited the last episode all the way.
Oh, is it not out yet?
No, it's not.
I was thinking I should have listened to it before I got here, and then I forgot.
It's not possible. The sug part is very funny, though, and you did get it completely wrong.
About what?
You were very confident that you had. Well, damn, I'm gonna have to edit this again. Right, I said Gus, and I said I was gonna reverse it so that you don't know the name. But then we started trying to say backwards, which, by the way, is Gus. Gus.
And that works? That sounds like it's
yes,
backwards?
that's backwards. You said some shit that sounded like Chinese, and we're extremely confident.
I was really
that it
confident
was correct.
about that. You always got to be confident, Max.
I know.
And then when you're wrong, you take it with grace.
We do corrections.
Yeah, that's why we do corrections.
That's what we do. We fact check, but we confidently state that, let's see, the Persian Empire conquered most of the Middle East all the way up to Greece in 350 BC.
Why is that relevant?
Just as an example of the kind of confidence, historical confidence that we have. And I'll fact check that later.
You think that's true, though? You think that you got that one right?
I think I'm maybe in the ballpark. I mean, no. I think I got it. Is the point of what I was trying to say. We're in the dark half now. We're in the Rogan territory. We were going pretty hard on Rogan earlier.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think is he made out of?
Probably, flesh and bones.
So mostly flesh, huh?
Mostly water.
Mostly water. You can't just get the water though.
You couldn't drain the water out.
Is that what they did in Dune?
You could get most of it out with the blood, but then there'd probably still be some left. You could dry them out though if you put them in
shrivel them.
Yeah, shrivel them.
Make them into jerky.
Sure. Rogan jerky.
Rogan jerky is probably the best. Well, we were talking about eating human earlier.
Yeah, I think Rogan jerky would be pretty good because he's muscular, but he's got a little fat on him now, so it'd be kind of well marbled.
That's probably the best human meat that you can eat.
But is it white meat or red meat? I don't know.
It'd probably be a bit of both.
You think so?
Yeah. He's a little white, but he gets red sometimes. So just so the public knows, just so anyone listening
Yeah, I would eat Joe Rogan.
knows, Joe Rogan is probably the best human to eat.
Well,
now, I'm not going to tell anyone to do anything.
Can we get a farmer on the podcast?
I don't know many farmers.
Because I would want to know.
We can look around.
I'd want to get a farmer on, and I'd want to be like, what is the best muscle to fat ratio when you're, and then he'd go, well, you take them and you do something like this, not a 1,000-pound cow. I tell you what,
wouldn't sound American.
And then, but then I'd go, okay, so if you were to translate that to human being, like, what do you think would be the right fat to muscle ratio?
Oh, you're talking cows.
And then he'd go, what? Hold on a minute now, and then
Hold on.
No, he's not a. He's not.
I took a Joe Rogan water, cause my throat was dry.
That's the guy that works on that guy's farm.
Yeah, that's the fellow. He's doing all the work. But the other guy's
And
here.
he doesn't have any water. He's got
and then
the blues.
we eat the farmer.
Eat the farm.
Yeah, after he goes, what? Then we hit him over the head with something.
I'm still holding to I wouldn't eat a person.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
I might enjoy the taste of it. Damn, that vape just lit up the whole shed.
I actually hit it so I could find my joint because it was
bright, man.
Yeah, it's dark up in this motherfucker.
It's a sickly light.
Is there no power out here?
No, there's no power, and the lantern went out. I think it's finally at a wick this time. Or the whole contraption's broken. I really do need to get better lanterns because these are very bad Chinese lanterns. And well, that works. I wouldn't. I hope you don't mind the fuel cost. Oh, it's going out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna.
Man, if only the viewer could see. This looks pretty cool.
It's kind of neat, actually. How it doing that?
How's it doing that?
Yeah, how it going down up and down?
This is lighter.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Is that your best? Really?
What?
Well, shit. No, that was bad.
I don't have a great shit.
You don't have a
I don't say that.
Well,
very
shit.
often, I guess.
Yeah, it's blue. Why is it blue? Is blue hot or cold, Max?
It's just a gas burning.
Yeah, but the different flames are different temperatures. So is the blue hot or is it
I think the
cold?
different colored flame is actually just different chemicals burning.
I think you can change
or
the
different
color of the
phases of a chemical reaction.
I don't think so.
That's the experiment that you do in basic chemistry in high school. Is you have a rod that's dipped in like copper or something, and you burn it, and it turns green. I think that's correct. Copper burns green. And
Maybe I'm thinking of stars.
What?
Maybe I'm thinking of stars. No, because at a goddamn campfire, I'll tell you what.
Well, that's like natural wisdom that you learn is that like blue fire is hotter.
Right.
But it is more complicated than that.
There's more elements going into the color of the flame than just the temperature.
Uh-huh.
But in a relatively, sterile environment like a campfire where you're just burning wood.
Well, I mean, if I take this lighter, if I put my finger here, it's not that hot.
Wow.
But
no, it's only because you're not putting it in for very long. The lower part is hotter, that's why it's blue, and the upper part it's like a bright.
The hottest part of a lighter is at the very tip of the flame. This is a common thing that makes me laugh very hard about stoners, is that they try to burn things with the blue part of the lighter flame, and it just doesn't burn nearly as well as if you hold it. Watch this. Okay. Watch this. Immediate. Tip of the flame is where it's hottest.
Wait, try it down here.
It just kind of attaches. It's immediate.
Whoa, dude.
This is
this fucking guy, cuz.
This is paradigm shifting PSA to stoners, especially if they're trying to Yeah, I'm like really good at smoking joints. I cook the joint for a little bit before I begin, and then they put it at the base of the flame. It's very funny to me.
This guy fucks, dude.
I fuck one forever. I've never fucked more than one person. I'd like that on record, and I don't intend to have it any other way, ladies. So, give me your best. I'll still turn a bitch away.
Send this guy as many tit pictures
Send
and
me
pussy pics as you can.
all the hoes
It's
you
not going to
got.
change him, dude. He's going to stay... Test him. Test it out. See what happens. Nothing, dude. He stays loyal.
I'm invulnerable.
Always.
I don't even beat off.
No. He won't even look at him.
I won't
Probably
even
not.
look at him for very long.
No. Just to make sure he knows what it is.
Just to make sure that that's what's happening.
A vagina is very easy to confuse with a laceration.
It's easy to mistake. Well, they call it beaver. It does look like a beaver's teeth a little bit.
Be like those could be tits and nipples, or they could be gunshot wounds, and someone's trying to call for help. And
that's
I need to
true.
Look.
I didn't even think of that.
You know, a close-up vagina picture looks like a bad cut. Maybe they need stitches or something.
Yeah. So with the pictures, maybe add a voice memo along to it, like. This is a picture of my vagina that I'm sending to test you and your purity.
Yes.
Purity
vagina.
I don't know.
Purity
don't say it like too loud or like it's just business. Just But just say it normal. Hey, just say it normal.
But quietly, like you're trying
maybe
to
a little,
whisper,
maybe
like
a little
maybe
quiet.
You're a little bit. Maybe you're in trouble. I don't know. Anyway.
They're gonna be in trouble.
They're gonna be in trouble.
They got one big problem.
I'm gonna be in fucking
is that
trouble.
I'm immune to temptation. That's just how it is.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, and you can.
Man, you ain't seen me in a tank top yet. Then I'll tell you what.
Boy, you ain't seen
me
in a
tank top yet. Then I'll tell you what.
You should have done that in a Scottish accent.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Bring it back.
You haven't seen me in a tank top yet. I can't do it anymore.
It'll just be me and you. Right, that's the
It'll
punchline.
just be me and you.
That's a good one.
Isn't that funny?
Can I tell you my?
Yeah, tell me the second
joke?
one.
This one's extremely technical.
Okay.
And it's very long.
Oh God! I mean, great. I love it.
All right. Well, what the fuck else are we gonna do here? We're just at a table talking. All right. So I'm gonna tell you a story about a guy named Gibberin Jerry. Now, Jerry was a normal enough guy. He had a good job. He worked at a typewriter factory. J. Hammondson's. I don't know if you know them. They don't actually make typewriters anymore, but they make USB keyboards that look like typewriters. They got bought by China, But Jerry had a job there, and he had a pretty regular life. He dated. He didn't really find any love. Things were a little hard for Jerry. He had a normal life save for his namesake. Every now and then, sometimes at even the slightest provocation, at the drop of a fork, Jerry would fall into these insane fits of speaking in tongues and gibbering violently. And let me tell you, it's a sight to behold. What's the auditory version of sight to behold? There's got to be a saying that has to be invented about Gibberin' Jerry's gibbering fits. Sometimes at the slightest provocation. Under stress sometimes, and it was all dependent on his mood, Anyway, one day, Jerry, he had a weekend off from work at J. Hammondson's, and he had to get his license renewed. He'd been putting it off, and this day was Saturday, the next day would be Sunday, and on Sunday his driver's license would expire. So he had to go to the DMV on Saturday to get his license renewed. So he drives, he doesn't quite drive immediately because he does still have a bit of a backlog of work to do. Just spreadsheets that crept up on him throughout the work week, and he took them home to finish them. So he spent the first couple hours of the day finishing all these spreadsheets and his paperwork and stuff. He had to do payroll, right? Because he had like a decent position. But it took him about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. He got out. Basically, he got out of the house at 11. What do you know? It's Saturday. It was a real nice day. People like to go to the park. He found himself in not the worst traffic, but it was kind of stop and go sometimes. But eventually, an hour later at noon, he got to the DMV. He went in, and immediately he was greeted by this crotchety old man with long fingers that seemed like they were always in a pointing motion. And he had long, sharp fingernails for whatever reason. This horrid-looking man. Immediately, as Jerry went into the DMV, he says, "Line starts there." Havfrid, I think that was his name. Havfrid. I could be misremembering that, though. Well, he says, "Line starts there." And he pointed about 3 feet away from them in the corner of the room where the end of the line was. And Jerry traced the line all the way up, all the way around the room, looping around that first original line and ending up at the front desk. And Jerry said to Halford, what did I say? Havrid. He said, "Okay, I'll get in line." And so he went into the line, and what do you know? An hour and a half goes by before he gets called up to the front desk. Mm-hmm. Finishes the line, goes up, he says, "I have to get my license renewed." And immediately, this rude, mean-looking old woman, not an old woman, she was upper middle-aged, Selena, I think her name was. She pointed a long, jagged finger with a long, pointy fingernail to the other room of the DMV and said, "License renewal's over there." Jerry, frustrated at having to sit in a line for an hour and a half after having already been in traffic for an hour and having to start the day with work, he said, "All right, I'll go to the other room and wait in their line." And so he did. He slowly shuffled over to the other room, a little defeatedly, but, well, at least it was going to be done eventually, right? Right? Well, there was no old man this time to point him to the end of the line. The line was not quite as long. It was maybe a third as long. And he got in and, he just twiddled his thumbs until he was at the end of the line. And at the desk was this black woman. Her name was Wakanda. And he came up to her and said, "I need to get my license renewed." And immediately, she put up a finger, pointed straight up at him with a long, jagged finger, with a pointy fingernail, fake fingernail. You know how that goes. And she just held there and stared at her watch until 15 seconds went by, and her watch beeped, and she said, "Sir, we're closed." Damn. Gibbering Jerry, he almost couldn't believe it. He was rather frustrated. He'd been here almost all day, and what do you know, he'd have to come back tomorrow. Well, he knew they opened at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and, well, he didn't have any work to do in the next day, so he bid Wakanda goodbye, and he went back home. What do you know? He went back home. And on his way back home, he got boxed in. It was almost like he was in worse traffic, but only because a caravan of 7 minivans carrying Little League players. The Little League game had just gotten out on this weekend. And it almost seemed like they were trying to box him in on his way back home. It was a multi-lane road, right? And so he finally gets back home. He goes to sleep real quick. Wants to get a jump start on the next day. He wakes up. He's like, all right. Time to go to the DMV. I'm going to have a good breakfast. And you know, he did. He did have a very decent breakfast. And at about 8:30, he decided to go to the DMV. And it only took him 20 minutes to get there. And, well, he got to the DMV. He got to the front door, and he tried to open it, but it was locked. He smacked himself on the forehead and said, oh, that's right. It opens at 10. So he had to twiddle his thumbs and wait around at the front door of the DMV until this woman, Wakanda, came shuffling slowly up to the door and said, sir, come with me. We'll get your license renewed. She's all southern all of a sudden. Sir, come with me. And so they go in. She unlocks the door for him. And, well, there's no line to go through. He gets to Wakanda's desk pretty quickly. And, well, he says, I gotta get my license renewed. I came here yesterday and it was a big shit show. I'm going to be honest with you, if you'll excuse me. Taking slight offense to this, Wakanda holds up her finger, her long, jagged finger with a sharp, pointy nail. Stares at her watch for 30 seconds. Her watch beeps. She says, sir, I'm going on lunch. God damn. Jerry's going to have to wait another half an hour for this bitch to come back and renew his license. He says, all right. But could you hurry back, maybe? She says, sir, I will take my time as I please. And she goes off. Twiddles his fucking thumbs again. Waiting here. Finally, she comes back. She puts in his information. Has him take a picture. And this whole process only takes about 15 minutes to get the actual license renewed. And she says, all right, sir, your new license will be mailed to you within a month. And Jerry, he remembers, my license expires today. So he says, but my license expires today. Wakanda says, sir, that is not my problem. And so Jerry, having at least completed the task, goes back to his car and he tries to just put this weekend behind him, you know? And, well, he had a Honda Fit, right? And it's a very zippy car. It's very fun to drive. You know what I mean? It's a hatchback, right? And it looked to be, it was about noon at this point. And I don't know, people weren't going to the park on Sunday, I guess. They were having lunch, and the road was totally open. And Jerry thought, man, I should just hit the road and let off all this steam with a spirited drive. So he takes off, and what do you know? He has a great time for 20 minutes. But then he sees red and blue flashing right behind him. God damn. He gets pulled over. Cop comes up. Says, sir, do you know why I pulled you over today? Jerry says, I was speeding, I think. Yes, sir, that's right. May I see your driver's license? Jerry hands him his driver's license. Cop says, sir, this is expired. I'm going to have to write you a $500 ticket. And Jerry had it. This is what Jerry said. Pow! I forgot to mention that this story ends in tragedy. The cop ended up shooting Gibbering Jerry right in the face.
Fuck.
Yeah, he thought he was some sort of retard.
Is that it?
That's it. That's the story.
That's the end?
That's the story of Gibbering Jerry.
You thought it was some sort of retard.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty good.
You liked it? I was worried about it just because it's so damn long.
It's absurdly long.
I know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that's like the point.
Unbearably long. The only note I was going to say is that you should just make the story about you, but then now that I know the ending of the story, I understand that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's got to get shot in the head.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
That's about all I got. Oh no, I was gonna ask you about girls.
I've got a girl and I love her.
Well, but listen, man, as long as I've known you, you've always had a sweetheart. I was just wondering if you had any advice to share with anyone out there. Be funny.
Yeah.
All right, how do you be funny?
Fuck, I don't know.
Let's break this down step by step.
Be funny and confident. That's the way to do it.
Some guys only know how to play Dark Souls. They don't know how to start
of ladies that find that interesting, and you just have to find
that
group of ladies.
Is not true. That is not true. If it is true, then those ladies used to be boys.
No, I know a gal. She's pretty. She worked at this place that I worked at. Or she worked next door. Anyway, and apparently she played Elden Ring. She fucking
Elden Ring doesn't count.
She beat Elden Ring. That doesn't count?
I'm talking Dark Souls.
Is Elden Ring easier than Dark Souls?
Elden Ring is a lot more mainstream than Dark Souls. Maybe I'm just being bitch right now.
I think you're being a bitch right now.
But I'm here's another
Comment
thing.
down below if you think Max is being a bitch.
We'll put up a
right
straw
now.
poll. I was going to start putting up straw polls to see who has the better joke every episode.
Oh, okay. But you got 2 jokes. Okay.
Well, we won't count the Gibbering Jerry.
I like Gibbering Jerry.
I did too.
I had to think about the other one. I didn't get it.
That one's a little esoteric, isn't it?
It's exactly how I would describe it. Esoteric.
Yeah. What was the straw poll? The other straw poll about was I was just being a bitch. Is Max being a bitch this episode? That one can go on every episode.
Is Max being a bitch this episode?
Yes.
What do I get? What is Ian being every episode? How many times is Ian wrong this episode? We should start our own gambling pool.
True.
Okay. How many times is Max a bitch, and how many times does Ian get a fact wrong and is confident about it? And then we kind of get a rhythm going on that one, and
we get a data spread.
Yeah.
We start doing machine learning to visualize the data on this.
And then
people say that that's like what their job is. I don't know what that means at all.
I don't know what it means.
They use machine learning for data visualization and data aggregation. I don't know what that means, but that's what most people are.
Oh my god, Max! I'm gonna move into the woods, dude.
That's probably a good move.
I think I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out how to live in the woods. That's the hard part. I have to learn how to farm and hunt and maybe do some raise some animals.
Farming is kind of sick. Animal husbandry is sick.
I got a good start in the carpentry and making stuff.
There you go.
But then there's also you'd want solar power and you'd have to know how to drill a well without a lot of equipment.
I think that's the thing about community, is that you have one guy who's good at carpentry and another guy that knows a lot about finding wells and digging them and maintaining them and shit like that. You have agriculture guys, and you just keep it small scale and everyone helps out. Small scale. And you have communism.
It doesn't have to be communism.
It doesn't have to be communism.
I can still just have my stuff.
It almost it's just like two small to be a political system.
No, I think it's just tribalism, right? It's just being in a tribe.
But that's not a political
But
system.
you'd still be no, it's not a political system.
It's just like
still
living.
probably be reliant on, a greater capitalist society. I mean, you'd still be going into town and buying stuff every once in a while.
True.
It'd be really hard to completely just like cut off totally and completely. You could get pretty close, but I don't think anybody's given up.
You'd have to probably start doing weird shit. Like hanging yourself by hooks on a big pole. Or wearing fish.
I don't know why you're saying any of those things. But
I don't know, man. Just tribes, I guess.
No, you just be a tribe. I mean, you just be a tribe, but you have to be able to hunt enough food to feed everybody or farm.
I mean,
But then you get into permits. See, here's the thing, though, is you always have to make money. You have to own the land that you're on, and if you own the land that you're on, then you have to pay taxes on it.
That's true.
And if you want to do agriculture, you probably need permits to do it. Otherwise,
not if you go to like
fucked.
Papua New Guinea.
Not if you move to somewhere like
Just
that.
dip
But then you
out.
have to move somewhere like that, and you have no support.
Well, yeah,
want
that's when you
power?
start
Good
doing
luck.
like shamanism.
Yeah, but that's
Just
hard.
like,
bro.
maybe I'll get lucky.
There'd need to be some amount of money coming into a commune in America in order to pay for being, because you have to pay some kind of.
That's like the cult thing. Like every cult historically has had like a side hustle or just like a hustle that they make money off of.
Usually, it's the people that are in the cult. They give money,
True.
and then that's how they make their money.
Sometimes they just like make shit.
Sometimes they make and sell stuff. Maybe some of those cults weren't actually cults, and they were just like
Mormonism.
They were just like people who had businesses that were more about communities than running a business, and the government didn't like that, so they just killed them all with the ATF.
You're just talking about Waco right now?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't know?
I don't know anything.
You're supposed to be the confident one.
Well, I don't know if I was talking about Waco. Maybe that's a conclusion that you have to come to. Comment down below if you think I was talking about Waco.
Please comment about Waco. Just talk about Waco in the comments. I'm going to delete any comment that isn't about talking about Waco, talking about anti-government sentiment, and about exercising your Second Amendment rights, I guess.
Buy as many guns as you can afford.
Trying to cultivate a very heavily armed fan base. How about that?
Off the grid with as many guns as you can afford, and be nice to everybody that you meet, but don't trust anybody.
This is pearls of wisdom, escaping our mouths, mostly Ian's mouths. He's got what it's going on.
Well, here's my qualifications.
Right at the moment.
If you're worried,
Qualifications.
I have a high school education. I barely graduated. Did not go to college. I'm currently a carpenter, and I'm actually only 22 years old. So you have to know that I know what I'm talking about.
He's literally been self-made 10 times over.
Dude, Jesus was a carpenter.
Damn right he was.
He knew a lot of stuff.
Shit,
he knew everybody's shit. Apparently, he died for everybody's sins.
That's true.
Like,
he
damn, dude, that's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of sins.
Yeah, it's a lot of sins, bro.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
I think I account for at least some, like a 0.2% of those sins. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys. You know what I'm talking about?
0.2% of sins
Of all time. Dude,
that's
how I roll, brother.
That's
Come on.
So many sins.
Every day. I roll out of bed and I'm sinning.
You should be in a band.
I am.
Oh.
Come see us. We have shows at some point. I don't know. Fuck. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
No stuff? Christ, on a bike. I gotta work every day. I'm looking for side hustles now. Gotta make more fucking money. I'm in the goddamn
money.
Guinea pig cage. You
Gotta
know
get money.
the rolling
Sucking.
wheel. I'm sucking on the fucking on the little bottle that they have. And then I'm running on the wheel.
You ever see the video of the Neuralink monkey playing like Breakout by sucking on a smoothie straw?
I'm gonna fucking, what was it? Hang maxing?
Rope max.
Rope max. I'm gonna fucking rope max.
I think that those monkeys ended up rope maxing.
Dude, they were rope maxed by somebody else.
They got plugged into. They could control the game, right? And whenever anything like good would happen, they'd get like a fruit smoothie coming in through their tube that they're just sucking on. And it's crazy because they're playing the game with just their brain, right? But then their whole body is just attached to this nozzle that's shooting out a fruit smoothie into their mouths. I think about that all the time. That came out like maybe 8 years ago.
Wonder what they're doing now.
That with people.
Yeah, they're doing the human trials.
They're just doing that with people.
Fuck, dude. There's my prediction. That's how humanity goes out.
Yep.
Yeah, they figure out how to put you in a perfect matrix.
That's literally
where you can
the
slow
Matrix.
down time in your own mind and live in a perfect paradise for 1 billion years.
You know the makers of the Matrix are trans?
I did know that. They're the Wachowski sisters now, aren't they?
Huh.
Or are they the Wachowski brothers and they were the Wachowski sisters?
Formerly known as the Wachowski brothers.
I think they were the Wachowski brothers, not the Wachowski.
It's just so iconic. Yeah. It's hard to change.
Yeah, it's tough.
How do you think they felt?
Do you think did they come out as trans together at the same time, or was there like a brief period where they were just like the Wachowski siblings?
Ooh. That was probably the hot period.
Right? That would be an interesting time.
It must not have lasted for very long. Otherwise, they would have come out with a really good
because the other one went, you know what, you're right. That's a good idea.
Like gender tension. Mm-hmm. Could have made for... I don't know, man. Is that all they did is The Matrix? They do anything else?
They made the second Matrix.
And the third
Matrix. Didn't they do the movie about the guy in the mask?
What guy in a mask?
He speaks in rhymes and he jumps down and he's got burned, but he has a superhero and he looks like Zorro kinda. But
V for Vendetta.
Didn't they do that one too?
Did they? I guess that would kind of make sense.
All right, I'm saying that confidently. Yes, they did that one too.
Right on. Natalie Portman.
More like Natalie Pork, man, dude. I'd pork the shit out of her. Top.
More like Naturals.
Oh fuck! Wait, hold on. Let me give you another one.
There's no light.
I can't see.
There's no light in the room.
Look at my elbow this time.
I can't see your elbow. Good stuff.
That would have been good stuff if we had a camera, but
the camera wouldn't
be able to see it. Maybe that's what we do. We get a night vision camera, and then we're
night vision.
Yeah, night vision camera in the dark in the fucking. That would be a great thumbnail. Our eyes glowing in the dark, and it's a podcast. That's kind of a good idea.
That does sound pretty cool,
right? That's different.
I'll have to get $4,000.
Is that how much a night vision camera is?
I have no idea.
That's not how much a night
I wouldn't
vision
get a
camera
good
is.
camera for this.
What you could do is get a regular camera and then just put a night vision goggle up to the lens.
Yeah. Just like duct tape.
It'll run you like $80. Yeah.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Although it is hard to set up a camera to record for like 2 hours.
Is it that just you can't just hook it up to a computer or something?
No.
It's not that easy.
Maybe you could if you just had a webcam.
Webcam. I bet webcams probably have night vision too.
Yeah, I mean they probably have everything.
And it would be really low quality visual, but then they would have pretty good audio.
It's very decent. Listen, the audio is very decent.
It'd look like it would look like Finding Bigfoot. You know, when they look for Finding Bigfoot and they have like the cameras
where they don't find
6 feet in front of them while they're running through the woods looking for fucking Bigfoot.
You mean that show where they don't find Bigfoot?
They never find Bigfoot, but they do this. They go like this.
We heard one of those during the show, during the joke.
No, that was an owl. That was an owl, baby.
Very loud owl.
Yeah, it was an owl.
Disruptive, these owls.
Yeah.
I got a woodpecker going on. He's pretty consistent.
Yeah,
around here. All the birch trees are perforated.
I respect that, dude. I'm consistent with my pecker also.
Good stuff, man. Yeah,
see what I did there? I turned that one around on you.
That was excellent.
Ain't nobody expecting
You're
that
on
one.
today, man. I'm
I'm
tired.
Hot.
Hell yeah.
I'm
hot. How hot are you?
Damn, dude. I don't know. Sometimes I feel hot.
That's my setup. That's the quality of my setup. It's like getting alley-ooped with a midget. You pass it to the midget, and he's like, all right, I'm going to give it to you. And then he just throws it up at your balls.
What the hell are you talking about?
I was trying to set you up.
I think that you're in a fucking psychosis. You know what I mean? I worry I gotta slap you and splash you with water to get you out of it.
That's the state that this podcast is all about.
This is kind of a permanent psychosis.
Trying to go into darkness. It's not permanent. I go to work. I'm nice to old ladies.
Do people
We're
in
chilling.
psychosis, can they go to work?
I'm sure they have.
And then they just
sure
like
they
start
do.
eating plastic, and someone's like, we should probably call somebody about that.
Yeah, I guess so. Or
They just attack somebody with a knife.
that happens.
That does happen.
It's not out
One
of the
time
realm
I
of
took
possibility.
way
I
too
wouldn't
much
attack.
mushrooms, and I was worried I was going to go into psychosis.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I was like, what if that
Uh-huh.
happens? And I got worried about it, and it ruined the trip.
Damn, yeah, I took acid once, and I was like, I started, like, after it wore off, mostly, I started driving around, just being like, all right, at some point in my life, I'm gonna kill somebody. And I just kept thinking like that
Wow.
for, like, 2 hours in the middle of the night. It was nuts. How's that for demonic?
Max, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to tell you this.
Uh-huh.
I feel in danger, dude. You bring somebody
you're
on
good.
this
You're
podcast,
good.
you got to, like, warn them. You got to arm them. Actually, if you bring a
If
guest on the
they
podcast...
get weapons.
Yeah, you go...
You got a sword.
I want to make you feel safer. Here's a gun. So that you don't feel threatened
Here's a gun
by
to
me and my
protect
co-host.
you. From who? From me.
To make people feel better. if you have a house party, to make everyone feel better, just make sure you hand them a gun when they come in, so that they don't feel like they're unprotected from all the guns in the house because you handed everybody a gun.
You know the impulse that I have every time there's like we have company over.
What?
So I'll go to the bathroom at some point, and every time I have a very strong impulse to just take a bath. I think that would be so fucking funny. Like at a party, everyone's hanging out. I go out into the bathroom. I close the door. All of a sudden, you hear the bathtub running, and you hear like my clothes hit the floor. I can't shirk that impulse. It shows up every time I go.
So
to the
these are the
bathroom.
kinds of things that you find funny. Is that how I understand this correctly?
Do you not think that would be really funny?
But we could agree that is the kind of things that you could find funny.
That definitely is the kind of things that I.
And
find
earlier we were
funny.
talking about women, and my advice was to be funny. Are these the kinds of things that you would do to make a lady laugh?
No. Actually, here's something.
Okay, here's a nugget.
This is wisdom. This is serious wisdom.
Like a wizard.
I'd like to share. So the way you know that something is really funny is if you tell it to your girlfriend and she doesn't laugh at all. And she gets mad at you. That's how you know something is very funny.
That is actually extremely true.
It is.
Because I'm always laughing the hardest
Yep.
when she's pissed about it.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
That's the life. I told my lady the Gibbering Jerry story, like when I was workshopping it, and it just made her sad. She's like, "Oh, he dies?" She literally didn't laugh the entire
See,
time.
that would make me laugh really hard.
I know. And I started
reacting to it
laughing.
would be really...
I started laughing. I couldn't stop because I had just taken the last half an hour of her life to make her feel bad.
Oh,
God
I
damn.
feel bad. That's so he dies? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's funny. That makes it a lot
It's-
funnier.
But that's the knowledge. And well, you just have to have good enough taste to know the difference between when your girlfriend is there it is. There's 10 p.m.
That's 10 p.m.
alarm.
Yeah.
Never gonna stop.
No, well, it's good because I always get here at 8, so it tells us about when 2 hours is.
True.
Fucker. Yeah. You think I don't know shit? I know a lot of shit.
Did you actually set that alarm to do that?
No, I set the alarm to take my medicine, but it works out the same way.
You say that every time. I'm like,
I
what's the
never-
alarm for?
The
Every
medicine.
past fucking 3
Yeah,
weeks.
and I have to get it. I don't know if I ever told you what it was for, but I'm not going to. So
That's
it's a
fine.
secret. It's a secret.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Do
Do you have anything else?
Don't have anything else.
All right. Well, listen. I just want to tell the people something.
Please.
You know, look, it's hard out there,
Very hard.
and it's getting hotter
Mm-hmm.
and harder, hotter and hotter, harder and harder. And so you just gotta look, man. Put on a hat. Go outside. start your truck or your car, maybe a van, motorcycle.
Guys are getting into vans.
Yeah,
Guys will be like, yeah.
A couple dudes get on their
on
bikes.
the Odyssey.
Fuck you if you get on a bike. Fuck you. Anyway.
I concur.
Like a bicycle. A motorcycle's pretty cool. I like those. But look,
even like a Japanese
and just
high
look,
RPM one.
Keep your head high. Go to work.
Keep it up, man.
You know, even if you're like a barber, or you work at a grocery store, or you're a doctor, or you work.
All the doctors listening to this podcast.
Or you work at a gas station.
Gas stations more appropriate.
Or you flip a sign for like construction on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you operate heavy machinery.
We're getting into the good areas.
You program stuff like you're programming stuff.
If you program stuff, don't listen to this podcast.
Maybe a Boeing factory, making Boeing factory parts, you've been putting together stuff.
Factory's okay.
There's some people out there, the CEOs. Look, come on, you got the farmers and.
Don't listen to this.
At the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that there's there's cooks. And I'd say that there's a lot of people that work at universities and the military, and also probably like vape shops and weed stores and but
coffee stands.
But all that I'm trying to say is that everybody, including the people that are teachers and like the presidents of the United States, substitute teachers, gym teachers, scuba instructors, boat captains. Shout out to boat captains.
Yep.
Probably actors, musicians. Probably
recording
producers.
Yep.
There's producers and a lot of that. The best boy, that's a position.
Ooh, best boy,
that's good. The directors, the grip,
grip 3.
Shout out to all the grips out there.
This one's especially for the grips. You get to listen to podcasts when you're on set. Fuck off. It's not gonna be that disruptive. It's gonna be fine.
Anyway, what I was trying to say.
Yes.
Is it's all good, It's all good. That's all I was trying to say.
I think we can end on that note.
We can end on that note.
Excellent. Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.